This is Donald Trump potentially putting Elon Musk on notice and saying to the world, there are not co-presidents. I'm the only one in charge. Don't get too comfortable here, Elon.
It looks like the Elon Musk-Donald Trump co-presidency is in turmoil after Donald Trump introduced an AI infrastructure plan with the help of Elon Musk's arch nemesis, Sam Altman.
And CEO of OpenAI, and I would say the by far the leading expert based on everything I read, Sam Altman. So that's great that you're coming in together. That's a massive group of talent and money. Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it in the future. A new American company that will invest $500 billion at least in AI infrastructure in the United States, and very quickly, moving very rapidly.
There's something with these guys stealing names from science fiction. Stargate, real creative guys. But you heard that right, $500 billion, $500 billion they're going to invest in order to build AI infrastructure in Texas when we already have an energy crisis and a lack of manufacturing. But of course, what America needs is more chatbots and five-finger AI images. Putting aside the fact that this project started last year, so Donald Trump is just taking credit for that, it turns out that the Maga base isn't exactly super excited about this either. Before we jump into the details, make sure to like the video and double check that you're subscribed. Here's how Elon Musk responded to the news.
Elon Musk responded to an OpenAI post on X last night, writing that 3 tech giants involved do not have the money.
That's right. Elon Musk jumped on Twitter to bitch and moan about how they don't actually have the money to do this project. Seems like he was a little pissed off that he wasn't included in this deal, seeing as Twitter, or X, has its own AI built into it. Here's the full statement of what he said. OpenAI is here announcing their Stargate project, and he responds with, they don't actually have the money. SoftBank has well under $10 billion secured. I have good authority on that. Now, SoftBank is promising to invest $500 billion. So if Elon Musk is correct, they're well short of their $500 billion mark. I actually didn't see this post when I was preparing this. It came in just an hour ago. So Sam Altman seems to have responded to Elon here. He says, wrong, as you surely know. Want to come visit the first site already underway? How can it already be underway if they just announced it today? That doesn't make any sense. Seems like they started this last year when Trump wasn't even president yet. This is great for the country. I realize what is great for the country isn't always what's optimal for your companies, but in your new role, I hope you'll mostly put America first. Sam Altman coming with the flying bow off the cage. And there's good reason for the little back and forth. It seems like Sam Altman is trying to nudge Elon out of Trump's inner circle.
I will make one, maybe it's a political point, but it's worth pointing out. The press conference yesterday, Sam Altman standing behind the presidential seal with President Trump standing next to him. Think about that just for a moment. And the reason I say think about that, Sam Altman is Elon Musk's nemesis. And there has been a long conversation about whether we thought that Elon Musk was going to have influence over President Trump and he was going to use his influence to thwart and hurt his enemies. And I think it was, I don't know if it's surprising or not, but I think it was remarkable, just worth remarking upon, that Sam Altman and President Trump standing there next to each other. I should also mention Sam Altman spent $1 million during the inauguration, but the truth is that clearly the President Trump, behind this in a major way. And I think that has a lot of folks sort of looking at this, trying to understand what it all means.
Uh-oh, it looks like we have a love triangle going on. That explains why Sam Altman cut back with, it might not be good for your companies. You know Elon Musk is punching air right now, if the wet noodle even has the strength to do that. But this announcement of AI didn't just cause controversy because of Elon Musk's response. What they plan to use this AI for, especially Larry Ellison of Oracle, is for medical purposes. They want to keep track of your medical records and give doctors diagnoses based on AI. And there's something that Larry Ellison said that completely pissed off Maga.
The kind of applications that we're building, to give you an idea, maybe the most charismatic and the one that I think touches us all is electronic health records not just maintaining electronic health records, but by looking at electronic health records, understanding the condition of doctors, better understanding the condition of their patients, and being able to provide healthcare plans that are much better than they otherwise would be. One of the most exciting things we're working on, again, using the tools that Sam and Masa are providing, is a cancer vaccine. It's very interesting. It turns out, I'll be quick, all of our cancers, cancer tumors, little fragments of those tumors float around in your blood. So you can do early cancer detection. If you can do using AI, you can do early cancer detection with a blood test. And using AI to look at the blood test, you can find the cancers that are actually seriously threatening the person. So we can, again, cancer diagnosis using AI has the promise of just being a simple blood test. Then beyond that, once we gene sequence that cancer tumor, you can then vaccinate the person, design a vaccine for every individual person to vaccinate them against that cancer. And you can make that vaccine, that mRNA vaccine, you can make that robotically, again using AI, in about 48 hours. So imagine early cancer detection, the development of a cancer vaccine for your particular cancer aimed at you, and have that vaccine available in 48 hours. This is the promise of AI and the promise of the future.
Uh-oh, did you catch it? And I don't mean that piece of white paper that kept coming in and out of frame. I meant the phrase mRNA vaccine. The two spookiest words for a MAGA-brained moron. There's nothing scarier to a conservative than a needle. Who knows what kind of creepy microchips they're injecting into you, right? And while cancer vaccines might be the way of the future, and honestly sound pretty interesting and cool, like they could save a lot of lives, the right-wingers hear mRNA and go crazy. Here's a look at what some of the maggots are saying. I've got a fun little short list here from Newsweek. Trump supporter Sovereign Bra posted on X, Donald Trump will lose his base if he supports more mRNA vaccines, mark my words. Chiropractor Ben Tapper, a vaccine skeptic, get me off the planet. Second day in office and he's pushing a cancer vaccine? Are you kidding me? Make no mistake, this will cause more harm than good. Health doesn't come from a needle. Dude, you're a chiropractor. That's like 2 steps away from acupuncture. Pro-Trump ex-account JD Eberly posted, no one will ever be able to convince me to take any mRNA shot. I would rather die of the Black Death than take an mRNA shot. Trump is pushing mRNA vaccines. Well, I guess there is no golden age. The Dems aren't the only people lying to us. Oh, beautiful. I wish right-wingers were the only ones who were harmed from their crazy anti-vax conspiracies. It wouldn't take long for the rest of us to be free from their idiocy. Right-wing political commentator Evan Kilgore posted, the mRNA cancer vaccines discussed at Donald Trump's first press conference tonight were a big turnoff for a lot of right-wingers. The Trump administration must learn that his base largely despises him for Operation Warp Speed and how heavily experimental vaccines were pushed. Operation Warp Speed might have been the only good Trump policy. It is so ironic that that's the thing that they hate him for. So good.
But I would say, Elon Musk saying, I don't even think they have the money. This is something important. It's not that Joe Biden was anti-AI. He wasn't. His executive order was extensive. He talked about it in his final remarks. Jake Sullivan did too. One of the things that the former White House acknowledged, they didn't have the money yet. So Donald Trump gets in the job, pulls out all the regulations, right? That's the regulations, the sort of guidelines that Joe Biden had in his executive order. And now these companies are going, yep, without the rules, we're in, sir. So I just think what Trump announced yesterday kind of encapsulates the two administrations, that Joe Biden was potentially too careful, too bound by so many restrictions that some would say flew in the face of innovation. And Donald Trump rolls in and it's like, money or not, I'm announcing it. We're doing it. Animal spirits, let's go.
Mind you, those pesky anti-business regulations was about safety, was about keeping your data secure. It was about stopping AI from taking advantage of your image, of your likeness, of your life, and making a profit off of it. But Donald Trump says, let's go, big business. I'll take money from anywhere. So this golden age that Donald Trump wants to usher in seems to be more of a gilded age, which absolutely makes sense when you take a look at all the big money stepping up behind Donald Trump. Look familiar, anybody? Let's just hope that this gilded age ends a lot like the first one, with a whole bunch of trust busting. I'm Tony Hinderman with Really American, and I'll catch you next time.